Yo, what's good? You already know it's your boy Ken Wall, and today we gotta talk about some CrackDown 3, more specifically what's going on with that game and why I think Microsoft is delaying it so many times. We ain't got time for no intro today, baby. Let's get right into it.
I've been waiting, baby.
I hate doing these little backstory things because they take so damn long. I want to get to the real juicy shit. Like, I've been waiting for this because, not gonna lie, the end of the video where my prediction, I just deserve some journalism reward because I think I might have cracked this thing open. But first we got to do this boring part. Like I said, I hate doing it, but it's very necessary. So CrackDown 3 has been delayed 4 times. And in the beginning of its development, there were 3 studios working on it: Sumo Digital, Regent Games, and CloudGen. CloudGen got bought out by Epic Games, so they're not working on it, and they were developing the cloud tech that, Microsoft was ranting and raving about, trying to gas it up when this game was first announced. Regent was only part of the game during the first phase, and I think they were the people that made the first CrackDown 1 and 2. I think maybe Sumo Digital, I don't know, maybe Sumo Digital made the second one. They had some involvement, but I know for a fact Regent did make the first CrackDown. But like I said, they were only there basically just to consult and see, just to get the game started and what they wanted to add in CrackDown 3. That's what their job was during the first phase, and they completed their job and now they're gone. So now it's just Sumo Digital working on the game. From what I read when I was doing the research on the game, CrackDown 3's destructive element will be heavily a part of just the multiplayer, not much in the campaign, and they will still use that cloud tech. Speaking of that, I know some people, I think not a lot of people know what the hell that cloud tech is really supposed to be doing, and that's all due to Microsoft, because Microsoft's been doing a terrible job with keeping people at least in the loop of CrackDown 3. Like, it's so annoying when game developers keep games under wraps like this much. Like, people aren't waiting for them, and like, this game hasn't been delayed 4 times and people don't know if it's actually going to happen. I hate when that happens. But the cloud tech is basically the servers, Microsoft's dedicated servers, and it will help the game render all the explosions and try to make everyone that's playing the game experience everything at real time. So for example, in multiplayer, what they said, they will have a server that is just dedicated to handling all the explosions, so not everything's on just one thing. And like I said, it'll help the game render and run pretty smoothly. Hopefully, that's what they said. Shit can turn out real bad. You expect one thing and another thing can come out of it that can be much worse. So that's basically what the cloud engine is, and that's why it's taking so long for CrackDown 3 to be made, because the cloud engine is new. This is something new they're doing. And like I said, keep in mind with this cloud, keep in mind with what I'm saying with this whole cloud engine thing. I'm putting an emphasis towards it. Hopefully you guys can recognize it, because it's very important with why I think this game is so important to Microsoft. But Phil Spencer, someone asked him on Twitter, the head of Xbox, what's going on with this game? Like, what's good? Like, are we getting it or what? And here's what he said: I was playing a full build yesterday. Nice work by the team. More work to do, but good progress. My agent felt like the wrecking machine I enjoy, smiley face. Here's what bothers me about this post. What does good progress even mean? It's too vague. What this means to me, at least, is this game could be delayed again, and CrackDown 3 will just be, if this happens, CrackDown 3 will just be a running joke in the game community. Like, do you guys even want that? Like, what is going on? Can you guys please let us in the loop and disclose more information to the people that are going to be buying the game? Like, the consumers, like, what are they doing? We don't know anything about this game. And there's this thing called the XO18 that CrackDown 3 will be available to play. And I just hope first of all, I hope they don't pull anything where it's like they just pull it out and there's no gameplay, because it's not going to be there all of a sudden, because I think it's like November 10th it starts. So hopefully they don't just go like, nah, Crackdown 3 is not going to be there. It better be available to play, and it better show off the campaign and the multiplayer. More specifically, the multiplayer, especially with this cloud engine thing or cloud tech, whatever it's called, because I want to see what's been holding this game up for so damn long. Before I start gassing up my hypothesis or whatever, obviously I could be dead wrong about this. I could look like a goddamn fool if this is wrong, because this could be wrong. This isn't a fact or anything. This is just honestly a well-educated guess from what I've been researching. So here we go. I remembered when I was doing a video. When I was making this video, the script for this video, and I was trying to think of why hasn't this game been canceled? A game, I've never really seen a game been delayed 4 times and it not get canceled. Like, that's 4 times? That's almost a full hand. That's almost a full hand, bruh. What is going on with this game? And then I remember, I don't know if you guys remember my video on the new consoles. So the Xbox Scarlet, that's the test name. That's not set in stone, just to let you guys know. The next generation is going to have 2 different versions. And the one I'm be talking about specifically is the one that is heavily focused on the cloud servers, which will deal with tasks like controller input, image processing, and collisions. The problem with this is that since more hardware is needed locally, it will raise the price of the streaming box, but it will still cost significantly less than what we are accustomed to paying for a new generation console, which should help expand the platform's reach. But the thing is, Microsoft, this is why I didn't even know, Microsoft doesn't make the bulk of their money off of hardware sales. Goddamn. It is their services like Xbox Live, Game Pass, and the game sales. So, if Xbox can create a next-gen console that requires lower upfront payment and longer subscription payments, because remember, all of this, from what they're saying, from what the people are saying that have the inside sources, this console will run in the cloud. Everything is going to be in the cloud, so they're going to be making even more money because the console is going to be for less, and like what I just said, the payments for the subscriptions. This would actually be a pretty good thing for Microsoft, because hey, I'm down for cheaper a reasonable price for a console. I'm down for that. Like, people don't, I think we can all be down for that, because people don't got money like that. Now back to Crackdown 3. Remember, this game uses the cloud technology heavily in the multiplayer. So here's what I'm thinking. Let me run it by you guys. This might be crazy. Like I said, I could be dead wrong with this. I think Crackdown is honestly the most important game for the Xbox One, and more specifically for Microsoft. Honestly, I don't think they don't really care about the consumers with this game that much. Like, I mean, they always do. That's always going to be a thing. But I feel like this is a milestone for them because of the next generation of consoles. Because they're just trying to make sure Crackdown 3 sets the groundwork for the games to come that use the cloud servers. Like, it's going to show the potential of this cloud technology and see what it could bring to the table. When using the cloud engine, like I said earlier, multiplayer games, it reduces the latency. The cloud is going to be a big staple in the next generation of Xbox. And so they have to make sure that this thing works properly, or shows that this thing could be something really special. Because honestly, I'm not gonna lie, this is not a bad idea, because it will help run the game better, because they're sharing the load across different servers. And like I said, streaming games is going to be the next step in gaming, and Xbox is trying to get it down first. That is why I think they are trying to That's why they're taking so long with Crackdown 3 and why it won't get canceled, because cloud gaming is going to be heavily involved in the next generation of Xbox, because when it's the cloud, it's global. This thing is global. Like you can reach it, and that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make gaming just very accessible across. Like you don't need a Xbox anymore. That's what they're trying to do with gaming in the next 20 years. Like, I know, trust me, this sounds very far-fetched. But trust me on this, I just did not pull this out of my ass. I've been researching like the consoles and all of this, and I saw just that one connection, and I just tried making a well-educated guess. Just please don't be that guy who's like, what? Like, that could never happen when you did not do any type of research. You're just going off what you think. This is not like far-fetched. Gaming is going to go into streaming. Xbox and PS4. It's not just Xbox, it's PS4 too that are trying to, well, PlayStation, that is trying to get into streaming games. It is not like a brand new thing or far-fetched thing. They're trying to get into gaming. So that's what I think with this Crackdown 3, and that's why I don't think it's going to be canceled. I think it is a very important thing in terms of on the Microsoft side with this cloud tech, because if it shows off the potential with this cloud tech, then people can be really interested in it, and that's a dub for Microsoft, especially because they get a dub on Xbox One with this cloud tech. They could expand it and make it even better by the time the next generation console comes out. But this is just a well-educated guess. This is from what I gathered. I saw the link between the Xbox Scarlet with the cloud and the Crackdown 3 cloud stuff. So I just interpreted it, did my research. Like I said, this isn't just out of the blue. I'm not just spewing random shit out, but that's what I think. Like I said, do some research on it. I'm gonna have to do a video on how I think about this whole streaming thing. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. We got to get Crackdown 3. I will say this, I'm like I want a new game to play, and Crackdown 3, I remember Crackdown 1. I remember my brother, me and him were walking up the hill. He was like, yo, you heard about Crackdown? I go, nigga, what you talk, bro? You mean SmackDown? No, he's like, no, Crackdown, bro. Because SmackDown, like, wrestling was like at its peak at that time. So I thought it was SmackDown. He's trying to say SmackDown, but Crackdown was lit. I loved Crackdown 1, kicking people in the face, and then they would just go ragdolling across the screen. So I hope Crackdown 3 is what they're telling us it's going to be with this cloud and 100% destructive environment. That would be something cool to play, pretty fun. That I'm definitely gonna cop it, but we'll have to wait and see with this thing, especially November 10th or whatever, that Xbox, that XO18 or whatever. Hope you guys enjoyed the video again. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good one, guys. I'm out. Peace.